Hey Virgo, so we're going into the second week of April. So let's see what's in your energy for the rest of April, okay? Or right now, or whatever. Things do change. Okay, Spirit, breathe into this space. Your omnipresence, all knowing essence. Let us channel that frequency. And somebody that's coming to this space, may they receive what their heart is calling for. All that is you, that is love, light, peace, strength, and power. We pray, amen, and ashe. All right, let's get straight to it, Virgos. Let's see what's popping for you. Let me shuffle this real quick. So last week we had earlier this week, we had our full moon. Full moon in the phase and the lineage of astrology that I learned from. It's the doing phase. You know, it really shows you what you're doing right now. It shows you how your energy cultivated over the last 28 days and so on and so on. Because that's the fullness, you know, so you get to see your full emotional state and your fullness and what you have cultivated in your life, what you doing, you know. Right now we're in the celebratory phase until Tuesday. So this is the celebrating part. Like, okay, you know, this happened, that happened. That's cool, that wasn't, but it's all right. I'm happy to be alive. You know, I appreciate everything that's been popping off. And then we're going to get into what we consider the planning phase on Tuesday. So you got to get the plan for your next 28 cycle, right? Okay. Let me just shuffle this one real quick. And go ahead and fast forward this part if you need to. I know some of you have the shortest attention spans. But better shuffled than not shuffled. Okay? Let's do this. All right. Start with this deck. Spirit says start with this deck. Okay, Spirit, what do the people need to know? What are my Virgos that come into this space for a message? What do they need to know? This is a general reading. If you want to do a personal reading, look in the description box. All right? Don't force it. It's not going to be for everybody. If you want something specifically for you, we can do a one-on-one, okay? Hey, Spirit, what do you need to know? Oh, okay, that was all the else they need to know. What else they need to know? Okay. So somebody was just waiting on the ships to come in. You know, now they're feeling discouraged about the ships that did come in. And it has something to do with this woman. This could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But it's in reverse. So in reverse, like, she's naggy, she be lying, she toxic. Like, that's just some toxic energy right there. She be cheating. Like, you know, she's a hypersexual. You can't trust her. Like, she be tripping. You know, she be tripping and it's real toxic. What else they need to know about this person? What do you know about this energy? Somebody is giving up on building with this person and trying to come out of this sneaky thieving type energy. So what was you trying to do? Get over on this person? And they got over on you? What happened? What happened, Spirit? Let's talk about what happened in the past. Now, what's the foundation of this situation? Okay. Somebody is looking at their options, and now they seeing somebody from a distance and realize all their cups that they were sitting there with are empty. They don't care about those cups. And Somebody feel like they may have lost a whole legacy, a whole opportunity to build a legacy in a family. Why? Why do they think that, Spirit? What makes them feel like that? So Virgo, you came out. But also, this is about, so I don't know if I'm talking to you, Virgo, or somebody that you're dealing with, right? But somebody needs to reflect. Somebody either needs to reflect and then come out of it, or they're obsessively reflecting. Because when that's in reverse, it also means that too. Like just stuck as a hermit to yourself in a unhealthy way, you know. Clarify that, Spirit. Somebody losing hope and faith. Why? Who's losing hope and faith, and why? Somebody's trying to come out of a bad breakup or a situation where they feel stabbed in the back and try to just be grateful for what they have, you know, and keep going. Or the Ten of Swords in reverse in this Six of Pentacles in this deck. To give back, you know, and energy of giving back. What happened? What's in the near future regarding this situation? Somebody has a lot to say, but they're not saying nothing. There's no communication. Why? Because somebody doesn't know which way to go. Whose energy is that? Somebody, that's a married situation, there's a wife, a husband, or something like that. Or this is what they want. They just don't know how to go about it. Clarify that energy. It's an Emperor. So it's a man that's feeling himself in his own right on his throne. But when it comes to this particular situation, he don't know how to go about it. Or this is I'm talking to a feminine and you feel like you messed up a situation being all hot in the pants and toxic or, you know, disrespectful or whatever. Why don't they know which way to go? Somebody is just trying to beat down, you know, it's just in a position of defeating all the stuff that's just beneath them. You know, like, get up out of here. Like, I don't have time for no BS. Like, I don't have time for none of that. Like, all your little sticks from under the bottom of the cliff, like, get that up out of here. We ain't got time. Like, they ain't gonna make it up here. All your little shots, whatever it is. And it has something to do with a woman that is like, this could be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but don't have to be. This could be somebody that's upside down emotionally, you know, and spiritually and intuitively, you know, and that makes them, I'm using the word naggy, but it's in different ways with the different energies of how it's naggy, you know. Like, this person is just like almost possessive and overbearing and toxic in her own ways, you know. And what's the word I'm looking for? Not like a dependent, but like just attached and emotional and just like down your neck, treating you like a kid. What else I need to know? Somebody wants to take a more traditional path. Somebody want to get married, or they just want to get deeper into their studies and their spiritual path. Get counseling or be a person that people can come to for counsel. Clarify that. Somebody's putting their guard down. They finally feeling like everything is not a battle. Who is that? Who's that feeling like that? I might be talking to a player and they phone, I don't want to be a player no more. You know, they ain't celebrating that player life no more. Yeah, they putting the wand down. They're not even feeling it right now. You know, you see what that look like, right? It's in reverse. They're not even feeling it right now. And if it's somebody who's a creative, they're not even feeling creative right now either. Why is this? They trying to come out of just feeling like crying over spilled milk. Like it's done and it's over, you know? But just trying not to cry about it and come up out of that energy of just wallowing. What position are they in right now? Coming out of heartbreak. Say hopes and fears. I don't see this being a hope at all. Somebody could be dealing with a air sign, but don't have to be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius with the Queen of Swords, or it's just somebody that's standing on truth in business and they got a lot to say, you know, especially regarding a lost love situation or a fake love. Spirit saying keep going. What else? Somebody that's gonna take their burdens and just chunk up their L's and keep it pushing. What's the best outcome for all of this? The best outcome is somebody not being patient and being impulsive. What happens with being impulsive and offering whatever it is that they do have, some kind of new beginning? This is a page though, so this may be somebody young or a little immature and don't really have a lot to offer, but being impulsive and offering something. That's the best thing you could do. Hey, start with where you are, you know, or whoever it is you're dealing with. Clarify this page energy. Why is... Hold on. Somebody want to stop the conflict because they want a family. All of this inner turmoil and fighting with everybody, they just want to stop. Because they want this. They want the love. They want all the cups. They want the family. They want the joy. They want the happiness. They want the completion. What's the chances of them getting this, Spirit? What's in the way of them getting it? Let's go on another deck. That's the message I just got. Time to switch decks. What's holding them back from getting this love situation that they want, this family situation that they want? Somebody could be dealing with a Leo, but don't have to be. With the Sun card. So, what's in the way of your joy and your happiness and your completion and amongst your family and your community and everything, your love life? The lack of balance. Not being able to hold up two aspects of your life. Trying to come out of a place of imprisonment and caring about what everybody was thinking and ways you can be attacked and just all of those things, just feeling like somebody's foot is on your neck. And a relationship that was very destructive. We had horrible communication and was very, tearing each other down. What else, Spirit? What else saying to them? Somebody feels abandoned. Why is that? Why is that, Spirit? Somebody feels abandoned because somebody else left to plant new seeds elsewhere. They just shook and took everything they got because they was tired of this cynical, unbalanced partnership. Walked away from a whole friend group and ideas and exchanges. Who's this person that I'm talking to? Somebody that feel like they falling off the top. What's that advice, Spirit? Okay. This is either to communicate. You know, this is about communication and intellect and lyricism. You know, so if you're a writer, maybe you need to write about it. You know, if you are feeling stagnant, maybe it's just to learn some new things. Feed your mind, you know, so you can communicate better. But, or this, you may be dealing with a air sign that is op and camouflage. Because this is about somebody being in camouflage, like right up under your nose, and they a whole enemy, and they looking for something to use against you. So what you have to do is fast and work on your spirituality. This is about abstinence. You know, abstinence from sex, from alcohol, or whatever your addictions are, and really working on yourself spiritually. Like taking that time, even if it hurt. Like see how they just laying there looking like they purging, with their candles lit. It's not gonna be comfortable. Purging and changing and getting rid of certain urges and stuff like that, and replacing habits and how you would do things, that is work. But the internal work is always more fulfilling. They're just acting like you don't need no work to be done and staying in the same loops and destruction and low vibration energy, expecting to just pop into place. No, like it don't happen like that. Like you got to get it from the mud. It's kind of mud is inside you. I always say that. So that you can get out of place of being your own enemy. This is a person that was being greedy. You wanted everything. You wanted everything and everybody. You was sinking ships. That's what that card is about. But in reverse, what you came out in is about like realizing it. And realizing like you go over there trying to create victims, and the only victim that you created was yourself. So I don't know if I'm talking to you or the person that you're dealing with. Right? But they want to take the right path because they realize it just talks about playing games with love, right? So you got this octopus that was taking down ships. So you got a whole ship, all one day leg to connect with everything. They realizing that they sinking with the ship, you know, by playing games with love. It gonna come back on you. You're not messing with nobody but yourself making those kind of decisions. What else do I need to know, Spirit? Somebody's been going through stagnation in life, droughts. How they gonna come out of that? What's the blockage? What's the main blockage in on this, Spirit? They got a lot to say. Somebody got a lot to say. Just all inside of you. Somebody is crushing on somebody out of fear. But out of fear of saying something and worried about how it's going to affect different parts of their life and people in their life. You know, but if they communicate, they move fast and communicate, the communication will be like, it'll like surprise you. This may have something to do with a woman who's very family oriented, takes care of other people, but has a strong warrior spirit. Good at what she does, loves the work that she does, you know, and may even work from home but don't have to. But this card does talk about that. All right, what's that advice here? What's that advice here? Don't be discouraged. You have everything you need to succeed at whatever it is you're trying to succeed at. So maybe somebody here just like feeling like they going through it. Or somebody may be coming with an opportunity too. Somebody feeling like they the man in some space. But with this situation, this heartbreak and all of that, they don't. They feel like a page. They don't even know how to come to the situation. Like they just don't even know. They don't even feel like they got a lot to offer. They feel like they're going through it. But they don't want to miss out on a family situation that's already got messed up. And Spirit is saying, be impulsive and don't be discouraged. What happens if they dare to be impulsive? And just communicate. Somebody doesn't want change. Clarify that. Somebody do. This could be a Taurus. It don't have to be, but this is somebody that comes in. It's an energy that comes in, and they just start solving problems. They start creating profit out of different things that they can see that can become that profitable. They start thinking resourcefully. Clarify that energy. Yeah, and it's a lot of love. It's transmuting negative energies. It's harmony. It's new agreements. It's spiritual development. What else, Spirit? There's so, hold on. That's a lot. We're going to put that back. All right, let's bring it back to my Virgos. It look like this is a mixture between a cross watcher and my Virgos. All right, what you got? What's the ending message, or what's the advice for my Virgos? Don't feel discouraged after you feel attacked by all different avenues, and the worry and the sorrow and the illness or whatever it is that you've been going through. Clarify that 9 of air. This is a person, either you or the person you're dealing with is somebody that either has abilities or skill sets as in medicine, or this specifically says like massage or something, and communication skills, right? If you're a journalist, a host, a lyricist, whatever. What else, Spirit? Somebody is trying to figure out how to give their sciences and their intellect to the world and create different financial avenues that can benefit a lot of people. And again, this is an earth sign. This could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, right? Yeah. So this is resources and foundation. Could be talking to a feminine, or they trying to figure out how to do this with this feminine who's in her goddess energy or soft life era, who loves what she does, who knows how to give back. What else? There was some fake love. Either you experienced this, or there was a fake love experienced by somebody that seemed to be sweet, spiritual, in the medicine, and sensual, and all those things. What's the outcome? A partnership that puts you in a bad situation. All right, what's the closing? They need to understand. How do they... Yeah, somebody put you in a bad situation. I like the card almost mean the same thing. All right, what's the advice here? Purification again. So it's time to purify. It's time to cleanse all this energy up out of you, so that new things can have a pathway into your life. Right? You didn't got played. You've gotten played, and I don't know if you the one that feels sad and you played yourself and lost a family dynamic that you could have had, or that's how somebody feels about you. Either way, them, clear, purify. Go abstinent. Fight your urges. Center yourself. Take your power back. Okay? That is all. You know, be impulsive. Take some chances. Communicate. You know, that was in there too. That passionate essence of yourself is the only way. That was said here. All right. So, or somebody may be doing that with you. Somebody may do that with you because they over there sick. They don't even know what to say, or what to do, or what to offer because they ain't got nothing like that, you know. So, who knows? All right. But that's what's stirring and brewing in energy as of now. Peace.